I know. Isn't she stunning? I know. It's just, at this point, ravishing. Just ravishing. Ain't my British accent good, though? Like, sometimes I just, like, sporadically, like, just start speaking in a British accent. But, let's just get into the episode right now, because we got a lot to talk about, okay? Let's go. Welcome to the Barbie Life 2.0 podcast. I'm your host, Shakira, aka Barbie 2.0. And today we're going to be discussing a few topics, okay? We're going to be talking about Ice Spice's new album and Jhene Aiko and Big Sean's relationship and Cardi B and Offset's relationship, okay? Because, child, it's a mess. So let's just get into it. So first, let's start off with Ice Spice's first album. Now, Ice Spice, Miss Girl, you have come a long way. I have to admit, Ice Spice has come a long way. From Munch to now, she has definitely progressed. Like, even her stage presence, even how she presents herself on social media, her cadence, and like just how her demeanor, a lot of stuff has improved since Munch. I'll give her that. Because I feel like Munch, that time period, it was giving New York hood girl who don't even know what the hell she really doing for real on stage. Now it's like, okay, she got the confidence, like the music is hitting, like it's giving. Okay, so I'll give her that. There's definitely a lot of progress here, okay? And as for the album, I have to say, I really liked it. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people are making think pieces and they're like, Ice Spice's album was trash. I do not think her album was trash. Okay. The thing with Ice Spice is we got to understand the type of rapper she is. Okay. She's not a serious rapper. Okay. You should not be turning on Ice Spice and thinking that you're going to get some deep Rhapsody lyrics. That's not going to happen. Okay. Ice Spice is one of those rappers that just kind of like, just have fun. Literally, she literally is just like having fun, and it's kind of just light work for her. Like, she's one of those rappers that kind of just get on the mic and she's just having fun, and she's just saying anything, and it just ends up being a catchy song, and there it is. And I like rappers like that. I like rappers that, you know, sometimes it's like, yeah, like I can tell you didn't really put effort in, but you did, but you didn't at the same time. So it's like, it's an effortless rap, and it's still catchy at the same time. And she had bangers on there. I'm not gonna lie. Like, her one song, BB Belt, is going viral. I really like that song where she's like, Truly's on, hey, and I BB my belt. I'm as poopy, but I never smell. He hit my line because he know I'm a sell. He hit my line because he know I'm a sell. She has, and let me tell you something about this album. Some of the lyrics on this album, she definitely had some like wordplay. He hit my line because he know I'm a sell. Ooh, okay. I see you, girl. You know. And even the other song, Bopa. I like Bopa a lot as well. And Plenty Sun. He said, babe, you hella fine, but you hella young. I said, babe, don't you worry. I'm like 20, son. He said, okay. I said, girl, okay. Like, but the thing about Ice Spice's album, one thing I will say is the beats behind the lyrics definitely hold a huge impact in the quality of the songs. I will admit, okay? Because yes, you know, Ice Spice does have a nice voice. She has a very chill voice where when you listen to her, it's not too harsh. You know, I don't really like aggressive rap. You know, like rappers like Scarlett or even Glorilla sometimes. Like, I don't like aggressive. I like when it's kind of like chill vibes. Like her and Bia's voice. That's the type of rap that I like. So I love her voice and stuff. And the lyrics, you know, it didn't really carry that much. There was not much depth to the lyrics. But the beat behind the songs definitely carried a lot of the songs. Like, stop playing with him, Riot. We're gonna stop playing with you, Riot, because listen, Riot, you got it. Riot know how to make a damn beat, okay? Like, every song in that album had a great beat, especially BB Belt. Truly's on, hey. Like, it's just, yo, he Stop playing with him, Riot. We're gonna stop playing with you, Riot. We're gonna stop playing with you, Riot, because stop playing with him, Riot. Like it's like the beats in her songs, it plays a huge impact in the replay value, I will say. So overall, it was a good album. You know, like I said, if you're looking for rappers that have deep lyrics, Ice Spice is not it. Ice Spice is somebody that you turn on when you're trying to get ready to go out, or if you're just trying to shake some ass, or if you just feeling yourself in the mirror. Like, she's one of those people. She's not somebody that you listen to when you're trying to like really get into the art of rap and the lyrics and word. Like, no, that's not her. That's not her. Her lyrics is strictly for the girls who want to just be pretty and have fun. That's it. Like, Ice Spice is really just for the vibes. It's not really like, you know, so I wasn't expecting already like her to come with like all this wordplay or anything like that. Now, we do have to discuss that it was Nicki coded. And I think that's part of why I like the album as well, because it was very Nicki coded. And I see why a lot of people were kind of like rubbed the wrong way, because it was Nicki coded. And this being the drama that occurred when the messages got leaked by her ex-friend Baby Storm. And for those of you who are unaware, basically Ice Spice had an ex-friend that she was talking to through text message, and basically she was talking bad about Nicki Minaj, and she was talking bad about a deal that Nicki Minaj presented to her. I guess Nicki wanted her to be on the label, and then I guess Ice Spice wasn't really messing with the deal that Nicki gave her, so she started talking shit to one of her friends, and then her friends ended up exposing her. And she also said some comments about Doechii as well that I peeped, where she was talking about how some people feel like she has light skin privilege, and there's other rappers like Doechii who are more talented but don't get as much hype. And she was kind of trying to downplay that in a way, like as if it wasn't true, or as if like it was annoying for her. And listen, like, I will admit, Ice Spice has definitely pushed the forefront of the colorism conversation, and I do understand her frustration, because every time she does achieve something, people are always saying, oh, well, it's because she's light-skinned, and if she wasn't light-skinned, she wouldn't have this. And it kind of makes it hard for her to enjoy her achievements, because every time she achieves something, she doesn't really get a congrats. It's more so people trying to discredit her because of her light-skin privilege. And even though it's important for us to have these conversations, and I understand why people bring her up, I also understand how it can be frustrating for her as well to always be the target in this conversation. But you know, I don't know what you expect. I don't know what you expect. You are a low effort rapper. Like, when we listen to your songs, it literally sounds like you just took like 3 shots of alcohol and you just got on the mic and just said anything, and it just happened to be catchy because Riot really knows how to make a beat and you have a nice voice. Like, that's really what Ice Spice's music consists of. So yes, I understand that it's frustrating for people to always bring up her light skin privilege when she achieves something, but I don't know what she expects. And I just felt like it was inappropriate for her to like bring up Doechii, because it's like, yeah, Doechii is 10 times more talented than you, and she doesn't get as much hype. Like, yeah, so but as for what she was saying about Nicki, you know, I don't like her delivery, and I don't like how she went about it at all, because it was giving, oh, I'm better than Nicki. And it's like, girl, you literally have no career without Nicki, okay? And Nicki is the queen, period. So like, the way she was talking about Nicki in the messages, it was just like, oh, like, I'm the new girl in town and I'm popping and Nicki's washed up. Like, that's what it was giving in the messages. And I was just like, girl, you need to learn your place. Like, learn your place. Like, you were named the princess, not the queen. Calm down. Okay. But On the other hand, I do understand where she was coming from a business aspect, because I will admit the deal that Nicki presented to her, I can see why she was like, I'm not really trying to sign with you. You know what I mean? And no hate to Nicki, because Nicki is a very powerful brand. So I'm sure that Nicki is very smart, and she knows when she writes these deals and when she presents deals to people, it makes sense for her brand and it makes sense for the type of impact she has. Because let's be real, anything that Nicki touches blows up. Literally. Like, literally. If we look at every female rapper's career, the minute Nicki hopped on a collab with them, we saw a huge spike in their sales, a huge spike in their streams. And the minute they betrayed Nicki, that's when we saw a decline in their streams. You know what I mean? So Nicki has so much impact. So it's like, I understand why Nicki has a strong demanding power when it comes to the deals that she presents for record label, for her record deals and things like that, you know. But at the same time, I did also understand where Ice Spice was coming from, because Ice Spice was an independent artist pretty much coming up, and she was able to get this far. Like, she before she got the Nicki collab, she did get pretty far on her own, is what I'm saying. Like, very fast too. Like, yes, her light skin privilege played a huge role in it, but we have to admit, like, Munch and In Her Mood, like, there were a lot of songs that she had beforehand that were blowing up already, and she was doing very, very well before she had the Nicki collabs. But the Nicki collabs obviously took her to the next level, but she was doing well on her own off of just, like, blowing up on TikTok and stuff like that. So it's like, I understand how, like, she was probably looking at the deal and it was just giving like, oh, okay, it feels like Nicki is trying to, you know, take a huge percentage of my revenue, when in reality, like, I kind of already started blowing up as a rapper pretty well on my own without the Nicki collabs. Like, I was already doing well and making money and blowing up on my own. So it's like, I'm not gonna just sign with you and then give you like a huge share of my earnings when I was already doing well without being signed. So I understand where Ice Spice was coming from with that, you know, but it was still inappropriate for her to even send those messages to Baby Storm. But I do think that those messages getting leaked definitely was her downfall, because she lost a lot of barbs as fans, just because a lot of people were rubbed the wrong way. I was even rubbed the wrong way, and I was already quick to not support her the minute I saw the messages, because I was like, girl, ew. But one thing I did notice is that her and Nicki are still following each other, and she did come out and say that her and Nicki are still cool. And I guess from what I took from it, it sounds like, you know, Ice Spice was just frustrated in the moment at the deal that was being presented, and she was just venting to a friend and it just got leaked. Like, you know, like sometimes when your friend pisses you off, or your boyfriend pisses you off, and you start venting to your friends and you just start talking shit and you saying stuff, and it's like those conversations, you don't even want that to be exposed to the person you're talking about, because you're just frustrated in the moment. You're just venting, you know, half the stuff you don't even mean for real. So, you know, it was unfortunate that it got leaked, because I do think it was a direct result of her sales with her album, because she did end up selling like 28K, and I was not expecting that. I was expecting her to sell a lot more than 28K, but, you know, when those messages got leaked, she did lose a lot of barbs, you know. But from what I understand, they're still cool. Nicki still follows her, so I'm not gonna, you know, withdraw my support from Ice Spice, because her and Nicki are still cool. They're still following each other. So I'm not going to withdraw my support if Nicki and her are cool. You know what I mean? So, yeah, overall, album was good. She definitely had a few heavy hitters, and those were BB Belt, Popa, and Plenty Sun for sure. And, yeah, I think Ice Spice is here to stay. Also, I almost forgot. And one song on the album that really had the internet on an uproar was Did It First with Central C. Oh my God, I can't believe I almost forgot to talk about this. But this was like a thing it's still a thing actually, But basically, in the song Did It First, her main line in the song is, if he cheating, I'm doing him worse. No uno, I hit the reverse. And in a lot of Ice Spice's music, I will admit, she's always talking about taking somebody's man. And that's the only part of her music that I don't resonate with. Like, when she be like, oh, like, her man calling, I be like, who this? I'm like, girl, that's not cute. Taking somebody's man is not cute. Like, you know what? Like, girl, like, I think there was another song where she was like, he got a girl, but he know I don't tell. I'm like, girl, that's not cute. You know? But basically, when she made the song Did It First, right, with Central C, this started a whole discourse all over TikTok, because there's this girl named Mads, and apparently that was Central C's girlfriend, and he cheated on her with Ice Spice, and she found out when Ice Spice and Central C released the Did It First song. And it has had the world in an uproar, because there are a lot of white women who are very, very mad at Ice Spice, okay? And they are going on all that girl. Like, they are not happy with Ice Spice, because Mads is a white girl. And I'm just going to be straight up here, okay? They're not mad because they see Ice Spice as a male-centered girl who is gonna like steal your man. They're not mad because Ice Spice is not a girl's girl. Okay, that's not why white women are mad. Okay, they're not mad because, oh, like, she took Mad's man. That's not why they're mad. That's not why they're mad. They're mad because Ice Spice is a mixed black woman, but to white people, they don't give a fuck. She's black. Okay, so let's just be straight up. They see her as a black woman. And a lot of white women do not like the fact that Ice Spice is seen as attractive to all races of men, because she is. White men find Ice Spice attractive because, like I said, yeah, she's light-skinned and she has a fat ass. And I do say that, like, you know, white men prefer darker-skinned women. But, you know, there's exceptions to every rule. And Ice Spice is definitely conventionally attractive. And she has a natural body, and natural bodies always win. And because she's super duper duper light to the point where, like, she's white passing, white men do find her attractive. And I think it has a lot of the white girls in an uproar, because white women cannot stand. They cannot stand when a black girl is deemed as more attractive than them. Oh my God. White women literally lose their shit. Like, it's kind of like when a light-skinned girl sees her dark-skinned friend getting more attention than them. That it's the same thing. White women are literally the epitome of the beauty standard. So when they see that a black woman is more attracted than them, or people view a black woman as more attractive than them, they literally feel like they lost their sense of value, because they're supposed to be the beauty standard, literally. Like, they're literally the beauty standard, and you're still prettier than them. So, like, that makes them so mad. So all these white girls that's like has this anger towards Ice Spice, y'all not mad because she took somebody's man. Y'all mad because it's a black girl that took a white girl's man. That's why y'all really mad. And as for Mads, from what I understood, I'm pretty sure, from what I heard, she has said racist things in the past. I don't have sympathy for a racist white bitch. Therefore, Ice Spice, if you got to take her man and sit on that D, you better pounce on it like there's no fucking tomorrow. You better pounce on that D like it's a kangaroo, bitch. I don't give a fuck. Anyways, enough with Ice Spice. Let's get into Big Sean and Jhene Aiko, okay? Basically, Big Sean had an interview with Charlamagne the God. And he basically said that him and Jhene Aiko have not gotten married yet because there's a lot of work to be done in their relationship. And, you know, that would make sense if you guys were just two individuals dating each other, you know? But, the thing is, y'all have a kid together. So, Big Sean, unfortunately, you said a whole bunch of nothing. Because if there's so much work to be done to the point where you can't get married, then Shouldn't there be a waiting period for her child? Like, I'm just so confused. I just don't understand the whole, marriage is such a big commitment, but having a baby with somebody is not. Like, I don't, like, having a baby with somebody is a bigger commitment than marriage because, like, let's be real. Like, marriage, y'all could divorce and you never have to see that person again. A kid, you're not only bringing a child into this world that has to deal with the both of you, but you also have to coexist for this child. You have to get along for this child. You have to build a very healthy environment for this child. You have to make sure they're not in a dysfunctional lifestyle. So wouldn't that mean that there's a lot of work that needs to be done before you have a kid? Like, before you have a kid, you have to be mentally right in the head. You can't pass on trauma to your kid either. So my thing is, like, if you couldn't get married because there was so much work to be done, then why do you have a kid with her? Like, I don't understand. That's a bigger commitment because now you're going to be tied to her forever. And this is my thing. And this is where this is my thing. He said it in the interview. He literally said, I don't know if right now is the time to get married because there's so much work to be done. But what I do know is me and Jhene Aiko, we're going to be tied together forever. And I was just like, Big Sean, all right, we get it. You don't want to marry this woman, but you want to stay attached for her forever. And a lot of men are like that, honestly. A lot of men don't want to commit to you when it comes to marriage, but they want to keep ties to you. And they'll use a baby to do so because they know as long as that baby is alive, they're always going to be connected to you. They're always going to be a part of your life. But they don't value you enough to marry you. I'm telling you. And the thing with Big Sean, like, he was engaged before to that girl that was on Glee. And I remember that she did die. And apparently she, like, called off the wedding and married somebody else. So that definitely probably put him in a situation where he was very, very heartbroken and very scared to get married again. But the thing is, like, him and Jhene Aiko have been together for years. This girl has been making albums about him for years. Like, have any of y'all listened to Triggered? Damn, that girl, like, he been putting her through the ringer. The least he could do is put a ring on it. And recently they had a concert together. And Big Sean was basically singing a song. And one of the lyrics in the song was like, I put a ring on it or something like that. And Jhene Aiko was looking at him and she was like, what ring? And you could tell that she wants a ring. She wants a ring. And most women who have a child with a man, they want a ring, okay? So they'll sit up here and they'll convince you that marriage is not important to them or they're not ready. But it's really because the man is not willing to commit. Because a woman is not going to pop out and have a baby with a man that she doesn't want to marry, period. If a woman pops out and has a baby with a man she's not married to, it's because she's hoping that that baby is going to put a ring on her finger one day. But unfortunately, in Jhene Aiko's case, that's not going to happen. Because one thing that I noticed, and I hate to bring this up, but most of the time when black men do get with non-black women, they don't value them. They only get with them because those non-black women are going to let them do a lot of stuff that a black woman wouldn't. Okay? A lot of men, they stay with women simply because that woman is going to be a doormat. They'd rather be with the doormat who's not going to, like, say anything than be with the girl who's going to hold them accountable. So one thing I've noticed is a lot of black men who date outside of their race, they don't value the non-black woman that they're dating. 90% of the time they don't. And I don't think he really values her at all. I think he has an attachment to her. And I think that he wants to keep her around because she's definitely convenient for him. She feeds his soul in some way, but he doesn't value her enough to put a ring on it. And he knows that he doesn't really have to put a ring on it because she's already giving him wifey things without the ring. And that's what a lot of these bitches be fucking up at. Stop giving niggas wifey things without the ring, because then they're never going to marry you. Stop moving in with him before y'all are married. Stop having kids with him before y'all are married. Like, bro, y'all be doing wifey things for niggas who are not your husbands. And that's why they don't marry you. Like, come on. So, I just think it was really weird that he got up here talking about something. There's so much work to be done when you have a whole child with her. And he really thought he made sense. And I'm like, Big Sean, just out of here. And it's like, you clearly don't value her because you've been engaged before. So you've proposed to somebody before, you know. And it's possible that his past engagement was the love of his life, and after she died, maybe there's nobody who can live up to her. That happens a lot. I've spoken to some people who have had like boyfriends that died, or who have had husbands that died, and they tell me all the time that it's very hard for them to like fully move on. And even when they do move on, that person is kind of just like a placeholder, you know. They're not really somebody that they basically they may love their new partner, but it'll never match the love that they have for the previous partner that died. So he might just love that girl from Glee so hard, and her death was just like too bad for him, and maybe there in his eyes nobody can replace her. I don't know. Who knows? I don't know. But whole thing is weird. And, you know, speaking of non-black women not being valued in, you know, relationships with black men, I might as well just bring up Miss Cardi B, Miss Bacules. Let's bring her up. Oh, Cardi B. Yeah. Every time I speak on Cardi B, it does make my brain cells hurt. But we'll discuss it today. I think I can bear. So basically, you know, Cardi B has announced that she's pregnant, and she's also announced that she's getting a divorce with Offset. Do I believe that the pregnancy is real? Yes. Do I believe the divorce is real? Hell no. Cardi, the PR stunts are getting old. Just drop the album. Okay? You have been prolonging this so much that you have to do these weird ass PR things with Offset when you're about to drop, when all you need to do is drop. Literally. Okay? And the thing is, Cardi B, I don't think you realize the more you wait, the more your value decreases, because there's always going to be new girls coming in every year, and you're slowly going to get pushed out of the conversation. So you just need to drop. Stop prolonging it. It's been 6 years now. And it's like, she even does this thing where she'll try to threaten her fans, and she'll be like, oh, I'm not going to drop anymore because my fans are annoying me. And it's like, Cardi B, like, nobody gives a shit. Like, nobody is sitting up in bed like, oh my God, like, Cardi B still hasn't dropped an album. Like, no, like, nobody's fucking doing that, bitch. I'm sorry. Like, it's too many new girls in the game that are 10 times more talented than you, to the point where we don't really need your music anymore, okay? Like, let's be real, Cardi B, you're not that talented. You don't write your own music, and your music is just okay. Like, we have Doja now. We have Ice Spice now. We have Sexy Red now. We don't need you. So you trying to threaten your fans like, oh, I'm not going to drop an album. You're not hurting anybody but yourself, because you're just going to continue to fade out in the conversation of female rap. Like, literally. You just need to drop. Like, I don't understand. Like, and I think she's scared of flopping, but it's like, the more you wait, the more you're going to flop. So I personally feel like this whole divorce with Offset is a PR stunt. And I don't think she really leaving that man, because how many times has Cardi B got up online, crying on live, crashing out, saying that she hates Offset, he cheats on her. They don't, like, at the end of the day, it's clear as day. Offset does not value Cardi B. He cheats on her every 5 seconds. He cheats on her with black women. So, like I said, a lot of black men that marry non-black women, they don't value them. They just know that that non-black woman is going to put up with a lot of things that black women don't. So Offset be cheating on his Latina wife with black women because he really, deep down at the core, loves black women. But he knows the Latina wife is going to put up with a lot of shit that a black woman won't. So he's going to marry the Latina wife and fuck the black women, which is what a lot of black men who date non-black women do. I'm gonna be real with you. I'm gonna be real with you. A lot of them do that. So, Cardi B is getting pathetic. You need a drop. And for your sake, I really do hope the divorce is real, because this marriage is super toxic. And I'm not the biggest fan of Cardi B at all, but we can all agree that when it comes to careers, you are way more successful than Offset. So Cardi B should be with somebody who is just as successful as her or way more successful. And she should also be with somebody that does value her and somebody that's not going to cheat on her. Because the thing about Cardi, she's done a lot for Offset's career. And I don't think Offset has done a lot for Cardi B's career. So she has definitely poured into him a lot, and she has definitely contributed to a lot of the things that are good in his life, you know? Like, it's just as simple as that. But she needs to, either way, whether she drops or not, I'm not really affected, because I don't listen to Cardi B anyways. But whoever does, I guess, I don't know. But yeah. But that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. And if you're new here, welcome. My name is Shakira, aka Barbie 2.0. And I talk about colorism, texturism, and featureism. So just make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And I know y'all are happy because I'm keeping my promise. I told y'all I'm going to post consistently, like a lot more consistently. This is like the third video in like 4 days now. So we on a roll, y'all. But I will see you guys very soon. And I love you guys so much. Besos.